What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Turbo Talk, the home of the finest machines, the legends that shaped automotive history, and the cars that defined pure American luxury. Today, we're diving deep into a timeless icon, a car that is more than just transportation, more than just steel and chrome. This is a statement, a rolling piece of art, a king of the open road, the 1966 Cadillac Eldorado. Before we get into the story of this masterpiece, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and stay tuned. Because on Turbo Talk, we don't just talk cars, we bring legends back to life. Now picture yourself in 1966, an era when America was at the top of its game, when luxury wasn't about minimalism, but about excess, boldness, and presence. The Cadillac Eldorado of 1966 was not just another car. It was the pinnacle of elegance, the crown jewel of Cadillac's lineup, a model that whispered sophistication and shouted dominance at the same time. Built on Cadillac's tradition of luxury and power, the Eldorado stood as the top-of-the-line convertible, commanding attention wherever it rolled. The 1966 Eldorado was long, low, and unapologetically wide. At over 224 inches in length, this wasn't a car you just drove, it was a car you arrived in. The styling was bold yet refined, with sharp, angular lines, a front grille that radiated authority, and those unmistakable stacked headlamps that gave it a look like no other. The chrome accents weren't just trim, they were jewelry, carefully placed to catch the light and announce that this was the car of someone who had arrived. Cadillac didn't cut corners, they set the bar. Slide into the interior, and it's a different world. Plush leather seats that felt like sitting in your living room's finest chair, a dashboard wrapped in luxury materials, and technology that was ahead of its time. Cadillac offered automatic climate control, power everything, windows, locks, seats, and of course, that smooth automatic transmission that made driving effortless. The Eldorado wasn't just about getting from A to B. It was about making the journey an event, a luxurious experience that made every mile feel like first class. But let's not forget what lurked under that long hood. Cadillac's massive 429 cubic inch V8 engine, producing 340 horsepower and a mountain of torque. This wasn't just about cruising, it had the muscle to move with authority. Smooth, refined, and whisper quiet, yet ready to unleash power at the tap of the throttle. Paired with Cadillac's turbo-hydromatic 400 transmission, the 1966 Eldorado delivered seamless shifts and effortless acceleration. It was performance dressed in a tuxedo. The Eldorado was never about being subtle, it was about presence. Whether you were pulling up to a theater on a Friday night, cruising down the boulevard with the top dropped, or stretching its legs on a highway, this car made a statement. It said success, it said class, it said you were living the American dream at full throttle. Collectors today know the 1966 Eldorado is a special gem. With only around 2,250 examples produced, it remains a rare and desirable piece of Cadillac's golden history. Each one represents the last chapter before Cadillac shifted designs in 1967, making the 66 Eldorado a final salute to the classic era of big, bold American convertibles. Owning one now isn't just owning a car. It's holding onto a piece of rolling sculpture, a time capsule from an era when Detroit ruled the roads and Cadillac was the unquestioned symbol of prestige. From its sheer size to its flawless craftsmanship, this was luxury before luxury became diluted. This was Cadillac at its purest, a legend that continues to turn heads 6 decades later. So, if you ever see a 1966 Eldorado gliding down the street, take a moment to appreciate it. You're not just looking at a car, you're looking at history, at an icon of design and engineering, a machine that will never be replicated in today's world of efficiency and compactness. It represents freedom, ambition, and the unmatched style of mid-century America. That's the magic of the 1966 Cadillac Eldorado. And that's why here on Turbo Talk, we celebrate it. What's up, everyone? I hope you enjoyed this ride into history. Don't forget to subscribe to Turbo Talk for more legends, more classics, and more deep dives into the cars that shape generations. Drop a comment and let me know which Cadillac you think deserves the spotlight next. Until then, keep the engines roaring and the legends alive.